Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Arsenal Fan TV America. Welcome back to all the soccer fans, all the football fans around the US, around the world. And thank you for watching one more time. Before we go on, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and the like and share if you love the episode. Yes, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. We won. Today was a beautiful win. Kudos to MIKEL ARTETA. I don't know how many times I've said that, but I got to say it today. Managing the game, it was managed very well. We actually went and beat a team that was top 7 last year, right? Premier League last year, Aston Villa finished in the top 4. And our record versus the top 7, the only time we won away from home against the top 7 in the Premier League table last year was away to Tottenham. We lost to Aston Villa twice. First, the home game, they played their home game, and our home game, which was the game that took us out of the Premier League. It was a decider. It took us out of the Premier League race last year. So we come back for what? For revenge. The manager and the players, again, hats off and kudos to all of them. Everyone played their faces. Everyone played their hearts out. Everyone was trying to get that ball back right away, whether it's Thomas Partey in the middle, whether it's Odegaard. But before we go on forward and talk about players and performance, let's talk about who started today versus who? Aston Villa. Unai Emery, yes, the previous manager. He managed Arsenal for about 14 months prior to MIKEL ARTETA. And we, last year, twice lost to them. So that's how important that win today was. Plus, you now have to really, beginning of the season, go and get these wins and prove and show everyone that you really mean business. And today they did that. They did that. You got to be proud of your Gunners today. They did fantastic. I am certainly proud of them. I really enjoyed the game. It was not an easy game. Aston Villa is a good team, well-managed team, good players, strong, athletic, quick, on the counter. They have the whole nine. And again, they didn't just finish top 4 last year and playing the Champions League from nothing, right? So great performance by them. But let's go start by talking about who started for your beloved Gunners. David Raya in goal. And yes, again, I'm going to start by talking about Raya. And this guy now, twice, 2 games in a row, made saves that saved the game for us. Today, the ball hits the frame of the goal, comes back to the player, and he still saves it. I mean, he saves it right on the line. A lot of goalkeepers won't stand up to save that. So incredible save today. Is the save of the day for me by David Raya. So we started David Raya in goal. And in front of him, of course, Gabriel and William Saliba. That mid-defense partnership, the two right in front of the goalkeeper, or the two that sits back the most. On the right and the left side of defense, we saw today, of course, Ben White as usual. But I was very, very excited, and that's what I give kudos to MIKEL ARTETA. Since the beginning, he knows that Leon Bailey will take Zinchenko to the cleaners, let's just be honest, and will go around him, and they will score probably, because Zinchenko does not, unfortunately, defend as well as he plays when we're going forward, right? So he played Jurrien Timber, which to me, again, was incredible. You can see him, and of course, and Gabriel Magalhaes trying to figure each other's out, and with Gabriel Martinelli, he's new to that role. But I thought he played very, very well, and he made a difference today. Jurrien Timber, your new left back now. It feels like a new signing because, you know, he was hurt all year last year. Now let's go to the solid midfield, which I do have a smile on my face when I say solid midfield led by Thomas Partey. Wow. With him, you know, I look at it from a coach standpoint. He shows coaches how this position should be played. It's a very important role, that holding midfield, the one on top of the defense, the one that links us, you know, to the front. Listen, it's a great thing to have a number 6, which sits and defends, or number 8, which goes forward. But Thomas Partey is not a 6 or 8 to me. He's more like a combination of those. An amazing thing to see. So he handled himself also today very, very well. Recovered the ball more than most. Declan Rice was ahead of him to the left, and Odegaard to the right, and ahead of those 3 that I thought the perfect 3, I'm going to call them, ahead of the perfect 3 midfielders. We had Bukayo Saka on the right-hand side, Martinelli on the left, and through the middle was Kai Havertz. And I thought this was a brilliant formation and start by MIKEL ARTETA. he was still playing the 4 in the back when we defend and 2 holding, and then 3 in the back and 2 holding when we go forward. I like that. We play more in the middle and then we go to the side. We control the game. Aston Villa came hot. They wanted to snatch a goal. They tried, but they failed. Arsenal was very controlling of the game. Passes, preciseness. You want to talk about pass and move. You want to talk about the right positioning. The whole nine today. We played a very, very well balanced game. Bukayo Saka on the right-hand side, not just going forward. He was brilliant. He was brilliant defending. Now, that's the Bukayo Saka that I was talking about earlier this season. Is he going to be as good for Arsenal as he was for England going back or defending? And Bukayo Saka said yes. He was defending his face off today. What a battle on that right-hand side between him and the French Digne. And we know Digne is also a very, very good left back. But strong, both of them going against each other's. Another battle in the middle was Thomas Partey versus Onana. You know, Onana was just signed for $50 million for Aston Villa. But Thomas Partey today showed us why he is miles better than Onana. Miles better than Onana. He was covering more space than any other player. He was going for it. Thomas Partey today showed us why Thomas Partey is very important to this Arsenal lineup, especially when we go out there away and have to fight for a win. You have a Thomas Partey on your team, you're golden. And the first half, let me tell you, was a joy to watch from both teams. Again, they're going against each other's, wanting to win, wanting to start the Premier League. This is the second game of the season, of course. And if you looked at the results earlier before we go into this game, Arsenal had to win. Villa had to win if any of them wanted to stay on top. Why? Because we saw earlier Manchester City won against Ipswich. So now they're top again, or 2 for 2. Also Brighton, they won. They beat Manchester United, the first game of the day. Yes, they snatched a winner last minute of the game. Brighton did, and what a win for them. So now they have 6 points. Of course, you know, there's some teams that did not play 2 games yet. There is still games to be played. So first half finished was 0-0. I thought Arsenal were the better team, but we just didn't, it didn't happen for us. Let's just put it this way. We played great football, but it just didn't happen for us. And that happens. You know, sometimes you can come out and play great football, but it doesn't happen for you. Sometimes the player puts in the effort, but it doesn't happen for them. You have to have that luck that goes for you. We go out the first half that had or saw 6 minutes. Lots of injuries for them. Thank God not for us. So we saw 6 minutes, or Michael Oliver, the referee for today, or was the referee for today's game, he gave 6 extra minutes just the first half. Anyways, 6 minutes are gone. 51 minutes played first half. 0-0 the results. Arsenal were the better team, definitely. We come in the second half. Again, we start on the right foot. We go at them. We stop them. Even when they had the ball and they were trying to pressure us, we were very, very organized defensively. And I thought that, you know, Jurriën Timber did a great job, not being a natural left back, but a great natural defender. He did a great job stopping everything from that side. And I thought also William Saliba was brilliant. He is always outstanding, but we saw him today taking it even another notch. So what a game by William Saliba. He's one of the players that we need to mention. Second half, MIKEL ARTETA decided that Martinelli didn't do a whole lot. So he decided, 65th minute, to take Martinelli out and put who? Trossard. Leandro Trossard comes in 65th minute and scores the 67th minute. Brilliant substitute by MIKEL ARTETA to add him. He did not stop running, and he got a ball that reflected, or actually got deflected by mistake from the defender. He just continued and came on top of the 6-yard and took it right foot to the left side of Martinez, scoring our first Arsenal goal at Villa Park. And it was very exciting to see Arsenal scoring. And from then, they were solid. They did not look, we weren't rattled. Last year, you look at us after a goal and I don't know if we were, you know, as strong as we should have been, right? But today, we scored, and then we built a fortress back there. We parked the bus back there, and we kept defending till 10 minutes after that. We were able, Thomas Partey had a great assist by who? Bukayo Saka, that puts it right on top of the 18 for Thomas Partey. that was coming in with his right foot to smack that. Martinez was trying to save it, but it hit his glove or his hand and went right in. So 2-0 Arsenal, and wow, beautiful 2 goals, beautiful movements for both goals. They are from open play, both goals. Now, not from a corner kick, not from a set piece. So again, I thought the Gunners today did a great job, outplayed Aston Villa away. Mikel Arteta outplayed Unai Emery. Historically, Unai Emery beat Mikel Arteta every time he met him. So historically, it sounded like Unai Emery's game or Aston Villa's going to win. But no, Mikel Arteta said, no, we're going to change that history. And his player backed him. They went to Aston Villa and grabbed a very, very, very important win early in the season. Listen, early in the season, there's important wins. Late in the season, there's important wins. And also sometimes in the middle of the season, important wins. And every win is important, but especially when you are fighting to win the Premier League. And I think this year, if Arsenal are consistent that way, if Mikel Arteta is consistent that way, choosing the right players, choosing the right combinations, and the players being consistent about executing, giving 100% like they did today, each and every one of them. I could talk about each and every player today. They all did great. So if they all do that, and if the manager always does that, which is not an easy thing to do. You know, we say it here, and we're sitting from our place saying, oh yeah, you know, they could do this and they could be consistent. Listen, you think they don't try to be consistent? Absolutely, they try every single day. But it's very, very hard thing to do. To come out every single game as they came out today, and to be strong, and to stand to their opponent, and to play under pressure, and to score, and to run, and to gun, and to move, and to listen to the ref, and to listen to the crowd, and to listen to their managers, and to listen to each other's. It's a very, very difficult thing to do because it's not dependent on one single person. It's a collective effort. So, and that's what this sport is about. It's a collective effort, and you have to be able to work in a team for you to be able to get any results. Now, let me take you real quick to the table and where we at. And again, like I said earlier, some of these teams didn't play the 2 games yet, but we could see City sitting on top with 6 points. They goal differential, of course, they have 5. Brighton Hove Albion, as you could see, they have 4. They're second. Arsenal have 4, so they're third. So we're tight, us and Brighton Hove Albion. And Tottenham Hotspur comes as number 4. They played 2 games, Tottenham, but they have only 4 points. Nottingham Forest played 2 games, have 4 points. Liverpool played 1. They'll play tomorrow versus Wolves. So they only have 3 points. They're currently in 6. I'm saying tomorrow this is going to change probably. West Ham United in 7th place. 2 games they played, 3 points. They won 1 and they lost 1. Brentford comes number 8. They played 1 and they have 3 points. They still to play. Newcastle United also will still play. They have 1 game on hand. And as you can see, Fulham is number 10. They have 3 points, won 1 and lost 1. They did play 2 games. Manchester United now slides down to number 11. They played 2, lost 1 and won 1. Villa is right after that, number 12. They lost 1 and they won 1. Let's go real quick to the last or the bottom 3. Crystal Palace, Ipswich Town, and Everton. All 3 of them played 2 games each, and all 3 of them lost 2 games each. And that was it for the Premier League table. As you could see, I don't know about Crystal Palace. It's weird for me. Ipswich Town, yes. I don't know about Everton. Again, losing 2. Manchester United, they started the first day and they said, okay, this is it for us and we're going to go all the way. And then they lose their second game. However, Brighton played well. Yes, they did. Played well. They did play well at home. Arsenal looked to me like the best team that played this week. City looked okay. They scored 3 goals in a matter of, no time today. Very quick 3 goals, and they looked really solid. But they were playing Ipswich Town. We were playing Aston Villa, one of the, again, good teams, or top 4 last year. So great result for Arsenal. Hopefully Liverpool draws tomorrow and not win. We'll see what happens. But a great weekend for the Gunners. Let's see what happens next. Hopefully we stay consistent, like I said. And I think we're very capable this year. We look very capable this year. So hopefully this is the year for us. Next for us on August 31st. It will be a good test, another good test. We're going to be playing Brighton and Hove Albion, but we're going to be playing them home. Home is advantage for us, of course. So hopefully we win this game, because we need to win it. And we need to actually, take them off their stride and keep that number 1 spot, or keep being on top of the Premier League. That will be 3 games for 3. Good start. We'll have 9 points by that time. And that would be a dream start for all of us here from Arsenal Fan TV America. And for all the Gunners and for the Arsenal fans around the world, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you love the episode. And I will see you the next episode. Hopefully by the next episode, I will have another win for you. But before that, hopefully we signed MIKEL MERINO, because he is still very, very close. In principle, Arsenal had already agreed a fee in the neighborhood of 28-30 million pounds for Real Sociedad, or the Spanish midfielder. So an agreement has been reached. In the upcoming days, hopefully we can bring you news about him going through medical and about him finalizing the deal. As we all know, he's already agreed personal terms with Arsenal. So hopefully we see MIKEL MERINO here very soon. He's a great player, not to replace Thomas Partey or anyone, but to be another enforcer that Mikel Arteta has. Come on, you Gunners, all the way. Let's beat Brighton next game, and let's stay on top of the Premier League. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you the next episode. Bye now.